Hello students, now I will take the fourth stanza of the poem Character of a Happy Life. In the fourth stanza, poet says, Who envies none whom chance doth raise nor wise, who never understood how deepest wounds are given with praise, nor rules of state but rules of good. In this stanza, envies means jealous, means having ill feeling for anyone. Doth raise means become successful. Wise means dishonest means. Deepest means profound, serious. Wounds means injury. Praise means admire. Rules of state means rules of government. Rules of good means rules of good conduct. In this stanza, poet says that a happy man is he who is not jealous of one's progress. Means the man who wants to lead a happy life, he must avoid this feeling. This feeling is very dangerous for a happy life. Means a happy man is he who does not have ill will for those people who have become successful in their lives by chance or by dishonest means. A happy man is he who does not know how serious injury is given to a person by praising. Means he does not know how much harms can be done to a person by praising. According to the poet, this world is full of deceitful people. They praise in front of you, but they will stab in the back. So a happy man is he who is so innocent that he does not know anything. Means he does not believe in such things. A happy man is he who follows the rules of good conduct, who does not follow the rules of government. He believes in goodness. He follows the rules of what is right and what is just. He does not follow the rules of government. Now I will take the next stanza. In the next stanza, tells about the purity of a happy man. He says, Who God doth late and early pray, more of his grace than gifts to lend, who entertains the harmless day with a well chosen book or friend. Here, late and early means at every time. Grace means blessings, mercy, and merits of God. Gifts means worldly riches, worldly gains. Entertains means spent. Well chosen means wisely selected. In this stanza, poet says that a happy man is he who is religious, who is God fearing, who has faith in God. Means a happy man is he who prays to God at every time, in the morning as well as in the evening. He does not pray to God for worldly gains. He does not pray to God for worldly riches. He prays to God only for His mercy, only for His blessings, only for His merits. A happy man is he who passes his time in the harmless amusements. Means a happy man is he who spends his time in reading wisely selected books and in the company of pious and religious people. A happy man is he who enjoys his day cheerfully without harming anyone, without disturbing anyone. So, in this stanza, poet favors that a happy man is he who lives a pious and religious life. Now, I will take the last stanza of the poem. In the last stanza, poet points out the necessity of freedom from all temptations and fears. He says, This man is free from servile bands of hope to rise or fear to fall, lord of himself, though not of lands, and having nothing, he hath all. Here, servile band means chain of slavery, hope to rise means success, fear to fall means failure, lands means worldly possession, hath means has. In this stanza, poet says that this world is full of hopes and fears, ups and downs, success and failures. The man who wants to lead a happy life, he must avoid these two things, success and failure. Success and failure are two impostors, they are two cheaters. Means a happy man is he who does not work like a slave in the hope of successful achievements, and he also does not fear to face failure. Means these two things do not disturb him, nothing can bind him. A happy man is he who is the lord of himself, means he is the master of himself, though he has no worldly possession, though he had no worldly riches, but he is the master of himself. And having nothing, he hath all, means though being poor, he will be rich in heart. Means a happy man is he who is poor, but he will be rich in heart, because he has the quality of self control. Quality of self control is his greatest wealth, means he is independent and he will be rich in heart because of this quality. Here in the last line of the poem, the figure of speech oxymoron is used. Oxymoron is a figure of speech where two opposite things are described in one place. So, and you can see this. And having nothing, he hath all, means he is poor, but he will be rich in heart because of the quality of self control. So, student, now your poem is completed, and I hope you are able to understand this poem. In this poem, you have noticed that in this poem, poet has given you numberless qualities of a happy man. He tells about the quality of truthfulness, honesty, freedom of thought and action, righteousness, carefreeness, straightforwardness, and clear heartedness, simplicity, and faith in God, etc. So please read this poem carefully, and if you have any problem, comment me in my comment box. I will help you. Thank you so much.